Knock at the back door. This happened a couple years ago, and I never figured out what the hell was really going on. I was staying with my mom for 2 months over the summer, helping her get settled after my dad passed. She'd just moved out of HTE house I grew up in and into a new suburb. Seemed like a really safe neighborhood, just normal houses and people who mostly kept to themselves. One night, I'm just watching TV in the living room. Mom had gone to bed already. I hear a knock at the back door. Not the front, the back. I just sat there for a second, like, did I actually hear that? Because who knocks on a back door? The porch light was off, so I couldn't see anything, and they weren't knocking again, just dead quiet. Eventually, I got up and went to check, flipped the light on, and there's this guy standing there on back patio. Mid-40s, kinda average looking. Gray hoodie and jeans, hands in his pockets, just standing there, not looking at me, just staring at the ground. I didn't open the door. Obviously, I was just like, can I help you? He just had this really creepy demeanor. Took way too long to respond to the question. When he finally looks up, it's real slow and IDK. His expression was just off, kinda blank, but like he was trying really hard to look sober. He smiles at me through the patio door and goes, "Sorry man, I think I left my jacket here." I just stared at him, 'cause what? I tell him, "You got the wrong house." And then he does this thing where he tilts his head just a little like a dog when they hear a weird noise. And he's still smiling. But he doesn't answer, just stands there. After a few seconds, which I swear felt like minutes too long, he finally says, "Oh yeah, okay, my bad," and turns and walks away. I made a huge mistake here by immediately turning off the back light. It didn't click right away, but the house had one of those old wood fence gates that creaks and latches real loud. In the middle of HTE night, I woke up in a sweat because I just realized I hadn't heard it. I went back and turned on the light, and I could see that it was still closed. He would have had to open it and shut it without me hearing, and I just don't think that could happen. So I try to turn on the porch light to see if anyone was out there, but it doesn't turn on. I sat in the kitchen until the sun came up, just waiting for something to happen. Once it was light out, I went outside and checked the porch light. It had been unscrewed just enough so it wouldn't come on. We called cops. They came by and looked around. They found that the wood on the front door was chipped up right around where the deadbolt is, as if someone was trying to pry the door open. They also found out from a neighbor that someone had been snooping around the backyard earlier in the day when my mom and I were out shopping. The worst part about this story is that there's no resolution. The guy never came back. Nothing weird ever happened again that my mom has noticed. I eventually had to leave, and she still lives in that house alone.